guys, my name is Miriam and welcome to my channel, Mindful Miriam. So today I wanted to talk about something that I know probably a lot of people have already talked about, but I'm kind of feeling like, you know what, I just kind of want to get my thoughts out there and see if anybody like relates or agrees. But we all know what happened with Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it truly does bother me a lot, all the time. How black women are just treated, how they are constantly put on the bottom of the barrel, how nobody cares, how we are just pushed. And like we're seeing this every day, and I feel like it's just a black woman issue when it like should not be a black woman issue. So I wanted to just put my thoughts out there and jump into it. So here we go. Um, we all know what happened. Well, we don't know what happened, but we know like from what they have told us. So we know that Tory Lanez, he didn't even apologize when Meg came out and stated what she stated. So we know that with everything that has happened, she has come out and she at first she didn't say anything, as we all know. And then she did come out and defend herself. So from that, a lot of people were just like, oh, why did she do it too late? Why is she doing this now? And it really makes me think, and I'm just like, you guys don't remember or know all these stories of when women get abused, they face violence, or they're in these domestic violence situations, or whatever the situation is, or like, I don't want to say it, but rape. It's like situations that are that traumatic. And a woman will not say anything for the reason of what? For the reason that they're not taken seriously, especially as a black woman coming out on against someone saying something. And I find it so interesting because it's just like, it's not even just like, oh, like if he was white, black, this, no. If a black woman is saying that a man did something to her, it doesn't even matter what race he is. And it shows it time and time again. And I'm just like confused as to why all the time we don't defend black women. For what? Like, why is the black man, I guess, so powerful? Like, what? First of all, in my head, I'm kind of just like, if someone is coming out and they're saying this is what you did to me, how are you gonna gaslight that person, manipulate the situation, and make it seem like she didn't do anything? Or, I mean, sorry, that he didn't do anything, that she's lying, that she's this. Why do we always assume that the woman is lying? And this is why women don't come out and they don't talk about these issues. You know how damaging that is to a person? For the rest of your life, nobody's gonna believe you. And then I feel like a lot of people, and especially black men, they were coming out saying, oh, well, why didn't she say anything before? First of all, there are a lot of issues why she didn't say anything. One of the reasons that I know she didn't say anything is because she keeps on doing this thing where, the reason why I'm saying she keeps, because I'll let you guys know. She does this thing where she defends black men. I don't know if you guys remember when quarantine was starting, she did that video of talking about her ex and how they got into an altercation in the car and the cops came and they were beating on each other, da 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 da. And he was like, the police officer, I guess, asked her, did he beat you? She said no. Then the police officer runs to the black man. Oh, did she beat you? He was like, yeah, da, 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 she beat me, this, that, and the third. And she was even saying how he exaggerated. Now, I know we don't know the full story, but the reason why I feel like it's a bigger issue than that is the fact that why do we constantly go and agree with the black man? Why do we constantly do that? And then these black women are put in situations where they feel like they can never even come out or speak about it because we don't take them seriously. I feel like it's so much more than that. It's even little situations that, not little situations, because these aren't little situations. I don't want to belittle anybody's situation. But it's just other examples that you see of a black woman. I remember there was a video and she was going for a run with her friends. I think she posted it on Twitter and Instagram. And this black man was harassing her, I guess, because he was attracted. You know, man, they can't take rejection. And when I mean all men, first of all, when I say that, don't be getting upset in the comments or whatever, being like, oh, why do people always say all men, da da da. If you know you don't fall into that category of the toxic masculinity man, the cis white male, the cis heterosexual male that exists today, then it should not bother you. So you can hop off this video and go to the next one, because clearly if it's not you, you wouldn't be bothered. But I'm talking about this toxic masculinity, like prototype type of male who can't stand rejection. Like this as an example, she literally had to go into, I believe, a hotel and be like, please, please, please call the cops. This man has been following me and my friend and I'm going for a run. Da, 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 da. She was, first of all, she was scared for her life. And my thing is, I'm like, how is she in public and this black girl is scared for her life? Like this is not normal. And I feel like this is why I wanted to come out and talk about these issues. And I guess like this little thing story that I'm telling you guys is under the umbrella of, I guess, Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, is because she's a public, like, people see her as a public figure. Okay, like, I don't really idolize people like that. I don't like to idolize celebrities. I feel like it kind of gets like unhealthy and toxic. But obviously, she in the black community, she's representing, like, she's a very powerful woman. You know what I mean? She's open with her sexuality. She's funny. She's smart. She's educated. She's intelligent. So that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it's just like, this is like your everyday black girl. This is someone you could be friends with, and this is how she's getting treated. So going back to the story that I was talking about, she went to the hotel, was like, this man is following me and my friend. I'm just like literally saying she's scared for her life because she was just going on a regular jog outside. And I remember reading the story, like watching the video, and she said that a white woman came out and was like, "Oh, is that your baby daddy?" Like, first off, what? I don't even think she went off on this woman. Now, my personality is the type, and I know some people are like, you shouldn't be like that. I do not care. But if you say a comment like that, I'm going off. But I guess she was so upset and like just so scared that she didn't say anything, because that's a separate topic on its own with how the white woman treat black women. Anyway, so she stated that, and I'm not 100% sure if they even really called the cops. I think she had to like take the situation in her own hands. And I do remember, I think she said she went home, and ever since then she was like so afraid to like go out for a run. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, that simple things she can't even do, like, just she feels scared for her own life. And it's just like, how they always say like, oh, when women go out, make sure you bring a friend. Like, imagine being a black woman. Now imagine being a black gay woman. Now imagine being a black trans woman. Everybody knows that. I don't even mean this in a derogative way or like an insulting way. When you have like, I guess, like the like where black women fall, it goes black woman, gay black woman, and then black trans woman right at the bottom. That's sad. So it's just like, I'm like, so I just don't understand why people know, and especially black men know how black women get treated in the community. Why do you constantly go and defend the guy for what? Like, what I'm always thinking, like, what is it? Is this the bro code? Is it because you idolize this person? First of all, I don't even know why you're idolizing him. He is not that good. He's really not. First of all, he's not even cute. He what, 5'2", 5'1", whatever. He's disrespectful. He's done things in the past that has shown that it's just like he doesn't even have respect for black women. You remember when he lied and was just like, oh, he made up this story to make himself look good about a black woman being, oh, a dark-skinned black woman was in my video, and they replaced her with the light-skinned woman, and the dark-skinned black woman came out and said that has never even happened. Like, you're doing things for clout. And today I think I woke up and I even saw on YouTube that he posted his video about his music. Like, there are just so many things that are just so disgusting that I just don't understand why people continue to support these people. And it's just like, I hear some people saying like, oh, well, like, he won't really come back from this. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Y'all didn't hear about Chris Brown? How many stories? Fabulous. There's so many, like, I'm not even, like, when you talking about something, you can't even remember all the other people, but I know I can list so many people who have just done black women so dirty, and they just ignore it. And it's like a problem, because it's just like, this is the issue that we have in the black community that we talk about all the time, but you guys ignore. And this is why I'm also on the same page of other YouTubers or other women who talk about the other black women who talk about it, where it's just like, why don't you want to burn the cape for black men? They don't care about you. They're with their light skinned, bright and white woman. Like, I don't care who you date, but have you noticed a lot of the times when these black men talk about these things, or like they hate black women, they usually have a white wife and they're always downing the black woman. Like, who cares who you're dating? Continue to date who you date, but don't come and start to talk about black women in a derogative way. You're pressed about what? Why do you always assume that a black woman is pressed for who you're dating? Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Let's go back onto what we were talking about. But yeah, so I brought this topic up because I feel like it was just so important to talk about, because it just makes everything a bigger issue. And I feel like because this is so public, it's just interesting to see, and really sad and disheartening to see, as someone in her position, how this is how she's still being treated. It does not matter who you are. You could have all the money in the world. You could be a millionaire, trillionaire black woman. You could be successful. You could be this. You could even still be Beyonce. Like, don't exempt Beyonce, because I'm pretty sure if something happened to her, y'all will still probably be defending Jay-Z or whoever. Why? Because she's a black woman. I don't know. I just don't understand it, and I think it really does bother me. And it stems from a larger issue because it's just like as a black woman, we constantly see stories like this. You know how triggering it is. Sometimes I feel like I don't even go on Twitter, or I try not to go on platforms for a while because it literally makes me anxious. I like my anxiety starts going up, and you kind of just get scared because of the everyday like things that you see. Cause so it makes me kind of feel like, damn, can I even live my life regularly without having to worry about situations like that coming up? And what I really don't understand is why constantly the black male will defend these black like so my thing is, you know what I also think? I sometimes feel like even if you did have the proof right in front, like even if the proof is right in front of your face, you would still be like, oh well, what did she do? Like that's why I'm like, I don't even think there's anything that can really like for the black male and the man. I don't even think that there's anything really that you can like show them, even if you had concrete evidence, to be like, yeah, he's wrong. Because you guys would still find 20 million excuses from a book to be like, oh no, he's still okay. We still support him. And you know what I was thinking? I'm like, you know what? A lot of these men probably didn't even come out. And a lot of these male celebrities, these black successful people, probably didn't even come out because they're beating on their own girlfriend or they're beating on their own wife too. And I'm not going to blame the black woman for that because they're probably petrified and scared for their life. So it's nothing to do with them. It's more just the fact that it's just like, that's probably why they're not speaking about it, because they've probably done that shit in the past too. So how hypocritical, my thing is, I'm like, you know, can you imagine if a lot of them came out and they were like, oh, Tory, you were wrong, da-da-da-da. And then they're probably petrified, like, damn, if I come out, someone else might come out about certain things. Like, what's another example? Trey Songz. So I didn't even know that he had all these little scandal things in the past. I think someone told me that he revamped his Instagram. Like, I think when allegations were going out, he just deleted his Instagram and then made it brand new. Like, really, it just, come on. Like, things like that. And it's just like, why do they get a pass? Are they getting a pass because they have money, because they're attractive? Like, all those things that I think about, I'm just like, especially as a black woman, I see them too. The pick me's, oh my God, on Twitter, the pick me's. You stay seeing them, oh, well, this, that, and the third, like, she probably did this and that. Like, why don't you want to burn the cape for black men? Because they don't give a fuck about you. They really don't. They don't, and they every day they tell you that too. But you guys are always wanting. You're the first to always defend him when something happens to a black man. And I'm not saying it's bad to do that, but at the same time, it's just like, so when does it get to the point where it's just like you're putting your life over a black man's life you don't even know? Do they even show you the same respect the other way around? No, they don't. So why the hell am I going out of my way to defend a black man who would never defend me? And I know a lot of people are probably going to say, like, oh, well, that's really ignorant to say because we're all back to you should put your pride aside. No, I shouldn't have to put my pride aside because time and time again, we have seen these men do not give two fine fucks about you. So why do you constantly go on a platform and defend them? And I'm not talking about this only for, like, the celebrity people or, like, famous people. I'm talking about it because it is a bigger issue and we constantly see it. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't get what we're not seeing. What are we not like why can't you take these rose colored glasses off and see it for what it is? They don't care about you. It is a bigger issue, and it's always just like, why do we constantly defend them? And even a lot of girls too are still defending Tory. Like, bro, why do you need proof? If someone told me, oh my God, he shot me, and they showed me stuff on his foot, why would you not believe that? Like, why is the first thing, especially as a black woman, oh, what did you do? And I was even thinking, I'm like, even if she was being aggressive in the car, how does that justify you taking a gun and then shooting because you were quote unquote drunk? Now, when I'm drunk, I don't do that. First of all, when I'm drunk, I want to go home. Or I want to eat. And that's rare because I don't even like alcohol like that. But it's more just like, that's really no excuse. I don't know any normal human being who I've talked to who's mentally like sane and okay that has told me like, yeah, you know, when I'm drunk, like, I want to fight people, like, let alone touch a gun. That's not, first of all, that's not healthy. You need to go seek help. And I thought the whole situation was so manipulative. And the reason why I feel like it is important is because we're seeing this on the surface, like physically for what it is. Like, we're seeing this with our own eyes. But imagine what goes on behind the scenes for a regular black, everyday black girl who gets those messages. Like, his messages were so many, like, the songs, I didn't even listen. First of all, I didn't even listen. And I'm mad a lot of people were listening to just to be like, oh, I just want to see what he had to say. No, you can still go see what he had to say by seeing screenshots posted on Twitter. Why are you even giving him the listens, the views? And it's going up. Why are you giving that to him? I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me take a. Y'all, it really bothers me, and it's like I'm passionate about stuff like this because it's just like I know people talk about it, but I'm like, but are you guys seeing this for what it is? Are you really like? Are we really gonna sit here and constantly do this? One of you, especially black women, are gonna burn the damn cake with these black men. And you know what's funny too? It's just like, oh, I hate when people say like, oh, my uncle isn't like that, or like my family. It doesn't, bro. It doesn't matter. Like, damn, if you know they're not like that, then they don't fall into the category. I hate when people always try to make the excuse like, oh, well, I can't be like that because I'm like married to a black man. Like, I don't give a fuck. When I had a boyfriend, I still said niggas ain't shit. I, well, if I deal with people, I'm still going to say that. And my thing is, you wouldn't get insulted if the shoe doesn't fit. If the shoe fits, the shoe fits, right? You wouldn't get offended if it wasn't you. Like, if you know that's not you, you wouldn't be offended. Clearly, you have an insecurity issue, or you're guilty of something if you're getting offended by like women making comments like that. But anyway, going back to what we were talking about, yes, it truly is an issue because it's just like you don't understand how damaging it is for a black woman every single day to see things like that. Like I truly just don't get it, and it's just sad because it's just like the whole thing kind of was messy, yes, because it's just like why didn't she speak out? And it's like it's another issue of Meg like was still trying to defend her, and I feel like because she generally like I don't know, sometimes I'm just like we can't we I don't like when people try to like say like, oh yeah, celebrities are this that and the third. We don't know these people. First of all, chill out, relax. But she, from what I see, she comes off as a genuine person. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm pretty sure, I think her father was in jail. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I remember reading a comment and someone said, I think it's interesting how she never wants to put these black men who are violent with her in jail. She never wants to, like, get justice for herself. She never wants to put them in harm's way. And someone said, I think it's because her father was in jail too, so they were like, maybe she does this because the people who she's loved, she doesn't want to see them go through that route. Like, imagine like your own dad doing something wrong and he's in prison or jail or whatever, but you know he's a good soul. Like, you're his daughter, you're his son, whatever. Obviously that may, as like a mental thing, maybe like, like flow through like your relationships with people as you get older. You may have like these unhealthy like attachments or unhealthy situations in ways that you see things that you don't even realize that start to come out, because it's just like, why with her first violent ex-boyfriend she didn't send that nigga to jail when he was beating on you, like, and then he really turned around and then showed that he didn't give two fucks about you. He was ready to put you in prison. He was ready to put you under that motherfucker bus. And then it's also just like, and it happened with Tory. Like, I don't know, I just kind of hope that like for herself that this shows that like you have to stop defending these people who don't care about you. And it, like, I think about it and I'm like, she probably is so hurt, and I'm hurt for her because it's just like there are women who are dealing with this too in real life, where it's just like you constantly always want to put the cape on for these black men because you think that this, that, and the third, oh, they didn't really mean it. Yeah, they did. And these are ways where it's just like you keep like, it's like being in an unhealthy violent relationship. I have never experienced that, but I do like sometimes love to listen to certain podcasts or videos, and they do talk about these issues where it's just like these women who constantly like give excuses for them, they 9 out of 10 times probably end up dead. I don't like, it really is like, it's sad because it's like black women are constantly doing this, and it's just like, when are you gonna stop? Why, like, and my thing is like, maybe I always think like, what would be a counteractive like response to that? And I think that like maybe someone would say like, oh well, maybe she did, like, I don't want to do that because like what happens if I do like meet a black guy and like he was really genuine and he really didn't mean it? But my thing is, why would you even want to risk that? Why are you risking that? It's not healthy. And you see all these, first of all, you see all these bum men in the comment section being like, oh, I told you so. And they coming up with all these receipts. And the receipts, first of all, the receipts are false. I think someone was just like, someone had a boutique on Instagram and made a comment and was just like, oh, she's very violent. I have seen her come into my boutique. Da 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 da. First of all, that, if I have it, I'm going to show it. First of all, that post was fake. The boutique was fake. Someone tried to go on the boutique page. It was deleted. It had like 5 followers. Come on. But men will be the first people to go find anything. Like if it can be anything to defend like the man or Tory, or in this situation Tory, yes, they'll find anything to be like, you see, that's why he shot her. Like, what is the reason why you shot somebody? Cause you were like, when I'm mad, I don't do that. If when I'm mad, I might say some things that are really mean. I'm a Sagittarius, so I got a mouth. I'm not gonna lie. I'm working on it, Lord Jesus Christ. I'm working on it to not to because I know sometimes my mouth could be really, I could cut with my words, but it's just like, but you don't see me going to grab a gun. The first thing you do is to grab a gun, especially when she walked. I think she said she walked out. I don't even know. It don't even matter. It doesn't. Like, it really disgusts me, because it's just like, why? Like, the fact that you thought that that was okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm just taking a moment, because it's just like, you just sit and think about it. Like, you really think that this is okay? There are bigger issues here. Like seriously, bigger issues. And also sometimes I thought, and I'm just like, damn, like maybe he was jealous of her. Like, it don't matter that he's a man and she's a woman. A lot of men don't like successful black women. They're bitter, they're salty, and that's why every time I see a black woman winning, like, here's another issue too. Like, black women in luxury. Why do we always have to say, "What did you do to get that?" Oh, you just married to a rich man. This, that, and the third. Like, oh my god, you come out every day and show how you really feel about us. That's disgusting. Hey guys, so thank you for watching. I do have a second part of this video. If you guys do want to check that out, just head right to my channel, where I just dive a little bit more about what we're talking about and also other important issues. I am taking suggestions, ideas, or any other topics that you guys do want to discuss and talk about, or hear me talk about. Also, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one.